The table shows some ordered pairs that belong to quadratic function h, and we have our table right there. What is the range of h? Okay, so the first thing we do want to make sure we do understand is that when they're asking us for the range are all our y values. Okay, all our y values. That means you want to see how far up or down our graph is going. So what we'll do is, since I do have a table, what I can do is I can do LNS and DNS, so that way we could get our equation of our line and graph it. Because it says these are some of the points on that quadratic function, but we want to make sure that we see exactly what it looks like. So we're going to go into our calculator, and we're doing LNS and DNS. So LNS, so here we're going to label the first column as X, and then their second column is going to be labeled as Y. Okay, so now we can start entering our values. So our first value was -4, the second value was -2, then we have 0, then we have +2, then we had 3, then I had 4, then I had 6. So those are all my X values. Now we'll do the exact same thing for the Y's. So on the Y values, the first Y value was 41, the next one is 17, next one is +1, then -7, then -8, the next number is -7, and the final number is 1. Okay. I'm just going to go back up to the top and just double check that we have them all typed in correctly. So you have -441 correct, -217 correct, 0, 1, 2, -7, 3, -8, 4, -7, and 6, 1. Okay, so far it looks good. So for this problem, I'll go and do my regression here on this screen. To do the regression, we're going to click on Menu, Statistics, Stat Calculations. Now, they have already told me in the problem that this was a quadratic function, so I'm going to do a quadratic regression. So quadratic. Okay, our X list, we had labeled that one as X, and our Y list, and then our Y list, we had labeled that as Y. So you can click OK. There's my equation. Now, right now I really don't care about the equation. I want to see that in a graph. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Control Doc. We're going to go into Graph. Notice that right now I don't have any graph, but notice I'm on F2. So I'm going to go up to F1, and there's my equation. So I click Enter, and this is what my graph is going to look like. Now, what I want to see is I want the minimum. So it looks like my parabola is going up, so I want the minimum value. So I'm going to click on Menu, Analyze Graph, and I want the minimum. So here are my edges, my borders. So I'm going to click right there on that side, and I'm going to move it to the right so I can get my minimum value. So here is my minimum value right here. It is 3, -8. 3, -8. So let's go back to our page. So our graph looks something like this. So I had my parabola going like this, and right here my minimum value was at 3, -8. Now, since we are looking for our range, our Y values, we want all the numbers going up and down. So I'm looking at my Y values. So the furthest I can go down is -8. It doesn't go down any further, but I'm going to go up forever starting at -8. So looking at my choices, my answer would be letter H, all real numbers greater than or equal to -8. So starting from -8, I just keep moving up. The correct answer is letter H.